What is up, guys? Good morning. It's really cold out. I'm standing on my front porch because I was actually looking at it because I need to clean it up and got to do a lot to my house. But yeah, sorry about the camera angle. Sorry about the sound. I'm actually using my cell phone right now, but I'll switch over to the GoPro here in a minute. But yeah, we are going to be taking this. There she is. Good old Elise. I don't think I've actually shown you guys the whole car, but maybe eventually. But we got some stuff to get into today, so I'm going to go ahead and let's just hop in the car. It's cold. Yeah, I don't know if that's registering, but it's cold. Yeah, and I gotta get this off. This is actually a cord, just in case, because you guys know I record with my cell phone as well as the GoPro. I don't know if I'll continue to use the GoPro throughout the day or switch over to the cell phone, so I do apologize. When I have the in-car footage of like my face, like you see me now, which is horrible, I'm sorry you see this, but it's my cell phone. But this is what I use. I actually got this. This was the last video. I noticed that this shakes really bad. You might have noticed too when the car is basically idle, because this car shakes. Not like super shaky, but just enough, and it's loud. To not rev it up too much. That was barely 1500 RPM since we just started. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff. It's going to be a little bit longer video today, so I hope you today or whenever you watch it, but for me today. But yeah, I hope you enjoy watching it. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get some things set up and stop shaking, because it's cold, and well, unfortunately we're gonna have to deal with the cold for most of the morning. Alright, so yeah, it's been quite a long time. I got the camera on this side because I had it over there where I normally have it, over on the passenger side, and yeah, it wasn't the greatest. You could see the GoPro and the mirror, so I was like, well, let's just go ahead. And so I have it on the actually the side of the door of the window, and that'll work just fine. I just realized that either I shifted on my own and didn't realize I did, or yeah, so it's cold, as you can possibly see. Right now, it's currently, my phone says, crap, I just got a message from my buddy that I'm meeting up with, like I mentioned earlier. But we're going to a little event this morning, and maybe we'll get some food after. I don't know, it just depends. I'm really not sure how this is going to turn out, because, I mean, I know how the video is going to, but like as far as time goes, I could easily make this, you know, an hour, 2-hour video, but yeah, I'm not sure. So I'm on my way. I was worried about being late, but I think my buddy, he's going to be late. Let me check to see. Going to be a few minutes late. Okay, I don't know what the rest of that says. Actually, I'm surprised my phone even kept recording. But it's been a long time, and I know, and I apologize. The last video was back when I had short hair, so that was a long time ago. Oh man, it's gotta have been what, 3 months, couple months, but a lot has happened. A lot has been going on in my life to, you know, make me a little bit more busy and not able to make videos. And even for my other channel, even though I have kept up with that channel a lot more. If you don't know, it's a gaming channel. I'm pretty sure you do. Most of my subscribers here, which is what, 14 of you, are pretty, like, either really good friends or, you know, have been, you know, from the other channel. So, you know, I appreciate you all hanging around, and the ones that really enjoy. I've seen that these videos do, compared to my primary channel, get so much more views than a lot of my others you know, but then that's the difference. I'm doing something, I guess you'd say this is more interesting. I think this is more interesting. I like watching videos like this. And I'm taking this time to talk. I'm sorry, but give you guys some channel updates on this and everything. I hope to broaden my horizons with this channel, aka I want to do car reviews. You've seen this car. I want to do a review on this car. You know, go over, you know, things that are, you know, if people don't know about. I mean, there's plenty of videos on the Fiat 500, a barf. I say barf because that's what this is. I kind of refer to it as a completely different animal than, you know, your regular Fiat 500 you see out there, because, you know, more power, a lot more visceral, and just so much more interesting things about it. You know, the other one is, of course, though, I do think now Fiat has made it so all their 500s, I don't know if it's just a US thing or not, but they all come with the turbocharged motor now. So I don't know if I read that wrong, but possibly. That's what I've heard. I'm not sure. But I am wearing, if you can tell, I'm wearing 2 thermal shirts and then my hoodie. And yeah, it's cold. I don't actually have a really good, like, what you consider winter jacket, but it's different. It's like winter time now for North Carolina. By noon it'll be spring, and by midday, a little bit past midday, it's going to be summer. Getting up to highway speed. Literally, we just got up to highway speed. I wasn't full throttle, by the way. But you might be able to hear the wind noise. I'm trying to remember exactly where I'm meeting him. I know where I'm meeting him, but I couldn't remember. Am I exactly going in the right direction or not? But yeah, I want to do car reviews. A couple friends have said that they will be more than happy to let me review their cars, so that's cool. I don't know if it's really more a review or just going over things, but, you know, just kind of going over, you know, what, like, this car brings to the table. You know, what would make you want to look at this car? What's special about this car? What's special about that car? Is a, you know, Ford Focus all the car you need type deal. So that's one thing I want to do with the channel. Another thing is, you know, upgrades to this car. I'm going to be doing some changes to this car on occasion, and not anything super special. I'm not going to definitely go out and do what I used to do with some things. Like, you know, I want to get wheels for it, but I did just put new tires on it. So it's like, you know, I already spent dang near $700 in putting new tires on the stock wheels. I'm not going to go out and get new wheels. I could if I kept the same size, but the ones that are on this are 16s. This is kind of the, I guess you'd say, the base model entry to the Abarth, which is not really base. I don't see you getting a whole lot more for something else. I do know that they had some sort of changes to you know, instruments and things like that of that nature. But we are at the meeting point. Alright, so in front of me you see a Ford Flex. That is Mike. You might remember Pizza Mike. I say Pizza Mike because he was in the pizza video when we went to Tony's. He got this Ford Flex. It's got the twin turbo V6. It's a nice vehicle. I've always liked the Flex, and it's pretty cool that he picked one up. It's very spacious. I haven't actually been in it, but they are very spacious vehicles. I remember when they kind of first came out, I looked at them, and yeah, he's got one. So maybe once I get the reviews underway, he'll let me review it. I laugh when I say that, but it's like, because I feel like people think that I'm going to abuse their vehicle. Pretty much what I plan on doing is either borrowing said vehicle, and sorry, I am trying to drive at the same time. Let's see, there's nobody there. Borrowing vehicle, going to a location where you can park and not have a bunch of people around, and so on and so forth. And then, but yeah, pull up to a parking lot that doesn't get a lot of action. I got a couple places in mind that are actually close by to where I'm at, and just, sitting in the car, going over what features it has, doing outside shots, that type of thing, and just talking about it. Gonna do, obviously, a little research on the vehicle before I just, we're getting hit by this stuff falling off this truck, because obviously they're carrying off-road equipment, so it's got dirt. And then taking it for a drive. Nothing special, not like a joyride. It is a joyride, but not like, oh, I'm gonna pound it, we're gonna run the beans. No, it's just gonna be driving a vehicle to see how it does in everyday drive or an everyday situation, not like track. I might, ask if I can do, one pull to the speed limit, just to get a feel for power. But like I said, I don't expect to be reviewing Porsches and Ferraris and stuff. That would be great if it got to that point. But, like I said, I'm driving a 500 Abarth. Some people find it interesting. I always love this car, so I would obviously watch that type of video. I've watched numerous videos on it. It doesn't matter how many people have done reviews on it or, talked about what it's like to drive. I'm going to watch it if I find it, as long as the production is. And that's what I was going to say, the production. As long as the production is okay, that's the thing I'm trying to figure out, is how I'm going to go about it. Because the GoPro, I can't really set it up and know what the GoPro is looking at, because it doesn't have a screen on it. So I'm thinking about buying a camera that is good for, recording as well. That's some money, but the good news is this car will be paid off soon. So we discussed the car thing. New job, I work for a Pepsi company, which is independent from Pepsi themselves. I have my CDL-A permit currently right now because I'm driving a big truck. I just made this move to this job in December, just before Christmas. I'm under a trainee program right now. I ride with somebody, or they ride with me. I drive a lot now, finally. And we deliver product to gas stations, convenience stores, Walgreens, those type of places, as well as we have a big mall here. We deliver product there. Pretty much anywhere that we can get a contract with, or get a company or business with. Whoever wants to do business with us, we'll deliver to them. I was up at an arena the other day. Like I said, I've been to this huge mall here, the underbelly of the beast, so to speak, delivering product. Just a lot of places. It's a lot of work. It's a very physical job. I'm up at 3 a.m. to get to work around 4, and work until anywhere from 1 to 3 p.m. So it's a very long day. It's non-stop physicality. You're constantly running product. It's not like you just drive up, drop off the product, and leave. You have to run through the product itself and put it up and whatnot most of the times. So it's very physical, and it's a good way to stay in shape. It's also, I guess, because you're driving a truck and you're trying to keep your energy up, so you might be munching down and eating a lot, as some of these guys have said. But me, I don't have that problem. I lose weight just looking at food. So do that. That's fun. But it does allow me a little bit more freedom on the weekends, because I get weekends off unless we have some sort of thing where it gets really cold and it snows and we don't have and they call work off for a day, then we make that up on the weekend. But it's cool. It's very cool. It's very demanding, very physical. I don't know what else to say about that. It's a job, man. If I can possibly do a video on what I do one day, if I'm allowed to, I'm not sure, I will do it. But I'm not going to talk too much because obviously this is already going to be a super long video, or that's what I think it's going to be. So as you can tell, Mike is in front, following him. He knows where to go, and we'll see you guys when we get to where we're going. I think we're getting close by. They have a Chipotle up here. I keep hearing people talk about Chipotle, telling me I need to try it. But my cell phone shut off, so there's no me footage, so not that that matters. This is Cars and Coffee, Charlotte. If you don't know. So these happen around the country at different locations and whatnot. And I've come to quite a bit of these in the past and figured we had to do a video on one eventually. I was going to do one last month, but I ended up staying up most of the night and then fell asleep. And didn't wake up in time. Well, I woke up in time, but there we go, Dodge Viper. I'd love to do something on one of them. One of my dream cars, very tangible. So who knows what the future holds. But people bring out. This is kind of an event where people bring out their personal vehicles, anything from my piece of trash to, you see Porsches here. Performance shops have started stepping up and coming out to these, as well as dealerships, foreign cars to Italia, things like that are around, high ends around this Charlotte area. Awful big turnout so far. See, we've got an Outback STI. That's very nice. I think it's an Outback, right? Forester STI, right? There's some cars people are like, oh, make a big deal about me. I haven't really seen anything that I've really ever jumped up in the air, gotten super excited to see before, which is interesting. But then that's me. I'm one of the people that could probably run into a celebrity and be like, I'd be ecstatic, but I'm very reserved in the way I present. So it's like I could see, even a Koenigsegg coming out here, I'd just be like, wow, it's a Koenigsegg, man, that's pretty cool. So, where most people are like, oh my god. Not a lot of places to park. It's nice to see that this place is doing very well. Of course, this event always does well. Even on its bad days, it's still better than a lot of car meets I used to go to, or even tried to put on. So, it's like you got a bunch of BRZ, FRS, Toyota 86 boys here. Pretty neat cars. I've actually thought about one of them. We got some Skylines. Okay, I don't have to stop. I'm not stopping for that dude. I just don't want to get too far out where you can't park next to my buddy. We are about an hour late. The event starts at 7 a.m. goes to about 11. That's why I call it Cars and Coffee. I still love how people like rev the shit out of their cars just to park them. It's like we know, everybody here is a car person. We know you don't need to rev up your motor to back up. Not enough to let everybody hear you. A bunch of Miata guys over here. I'll just go ahead and park down because I know he's got one of his Mazda boys behind him. So I'm just gonna come down here and park. But yeah, probably forgo to GoPro because like I said, it's hard to tell what I'm looking at through that. So I'm gonna probably use a cell phone from here on out. So get ready for shitty quality. Of course, most cars are. They're not. Colors right there. Oh no. Needs a little orange and I'll be happy. Sounds good. Got that RGB going on. Pretty cool, actually. Now, this is a cool ass car right here. Uncomfortable as fuck, fun as hell to drive. Man, the interior's been used up though. I do love me old Volvo. Nobody cares about this. I'm joking. Our design, can't see it. They need to bring back boxy cars, boxy style cars, man. I know they're not aerodynamic, but alright guys, so I'm heading back home to hopefully just start editing this right away. That way I have something new for this channel pretty quick. I don't know what to say about the thing, the Cars and Coffee. I mean, it is what it is, and it was cool. I'm not saying anything bad about that. It's not bad. It's just, to me, nothing like really like, you know, stood out, yelled at me. I mean, there were some nice cars, obviously, some cool people and whatnot, but you know, nothing show-stopping for me. Did eat, went ahead and we went to IHOP afterwards, and I figured it's IHOP. I'm pretty sure most of the people that, you know, most of you guys know what an IHOP is and seen it, so didn't really want to record there. That, and there was some other friends of Mike's or acquaintances, and I didn't want to, you know, just start recording there and having them being like, what is this guy doing? You know, even though I could have just been like, yo, I'm going to get some footage for this. But like I said, it's IHOP. You know, we all know what IHOP is. But it was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did enjoy, please like, share, subscribe. I'd love to have you around for future videos. And hopefully I can stay excited for and keep this momentum going so that we can go ahead and get started on some different things with this channel. Not like different, but just you know, just, you know, not the same old drive to eat somewhere. I mean, that's gonna be a good part of it for a lot of things, but not like trying to restrict myself just to that. So until the next one, I hope you all take care and peace.